you ask people, hey, do you know for certain that you're going to spend eternity in heaven? And they're there because they're sick already or dealing with some really terrible wounds and some other things. They start thinking about heaven. They start thinking about hell. They start thinking about the afterlife. And so they're open to hearing that. And a lot of people just, don't know how to communicate that, And so the more we dug in and just kind of helped disciple and counsel them, the more they were like, oh, yeah, I did that. So there was a lot of people who just were reaffirmed in their faith. And a lot of people prayed over. When you think about treating 1,003 people, the population of Grenada is anywhere from 100,000 to 110,000. So when you take that 1,003 people, literally this team within a week treated 1% of a nation. 1% of the people in 1 week were seen and helped. So that in of itself was just absolutely amazing. And again, I just want some of the team members to come probably next Sunday. And we'll take a portion of the morning just so you can hear some of the great stories that God did. So we want to take others next year. And we hope that you're a part of it. And we've got the relationships established with Pastor Stanford Simon at St. George Baptist Church. And there's another pastor there on the island that we're working with as well. So, in fact, we could probably take 3 individual separate groups of teams. Kevin and I are praying that maybe next year we just charter the whole 737 plane. That's what we're praying for. And we believe we can do it. So get ready, okay? Get ready. And we look forward to that. Hey, do you remember, and this is the way it was for me back in the day. You remember growing up and you would try out for something at your school, and the way that they did it back then is you tried out for the sport, and then they would post the names up on a wall. And the word would get out quick. It's like, hey, it's up right now. Who made the varsity basketball team? And the word gets out quick, like, hey, the names are up. The names are up. And it was like the longest walk to find out if you made the varsity team or not. And so you kind of go over there. You try to find out from other people, did you know if I made it or not? I go, I don't know. I just saw my name and that was it. And so you'd walk over there and you'd look at that sheet of paper and, you might be in 9th grade or 10th grade and, you just want to make the varsity baseball, volleyball, football, basketball team or drama or band or whatever. And your name would either be on the list or it's not. And boy, if your name was on the list, then, boy, you had an extra skip in your step. I mean, you were like, chest is out, proud, and stand a little taller. But if your name was not on the list, then, man, it was a long day at school. I mean, you just wanted to avoid everybody. You just wanted to I think I'm not feeling good, teacher. Can I just go home? I'm sick today. In the spiritual journey of our lives, maybe you kind of understand what that's like because maybe you've bumped into people that you feel like are like these varsity Christians. Like you might think you're spiritual, you might think you're JV. But you've bumped into people because they're like your life you were, but you're not now. And then you'll hear people say, man, at worship today, I just felt the presence of God in the room in our worship service. And you might be going, did I miss something?